The wind howled through the empty streets of Brookhaven as Christmas Eve settled over the sleeping town like a silent prayer. The snow fell thick and endless, glazing every rooftop and street lamp in silver. Aaron Hale, a 34-year-old widowed single father, tightened his grip on the steering wheel of his old Ford truck as he drove through the lonely stretch of road leading back to his small rented home. He'd just finished a late shift at Miller's auto shop, hands numb from metal and grease, stomach still empty, and had stopped by the nearly closing bakery to buy discounted muffins and stale cinnamon rolls. Christmas was supposed to feel warm, magical, forgiving. But for Aaron, it had been 4 Christmases since the light had died, 4 Christmases since Rachel, his wife, was taken by an illness they couldn't afford to fight in time. He glanced at the paper bag of cheap pastries beside him and sighed. Jamie, his 6-year-old son, still believed in Christmas miracles. Aaron wondered if that made him blessed, or cruel. As he turned past the abandoned St. Mary's Church, something made him press the brakes so hard the truck jolted. Under the flickering streetlight, barely visible through the curtain of snow, were 2 small figures curled together in the frost. Aaron's heart seized. He stepped out into the biting cold, snow soaking through his boots instantly. 2 little girls, twins, no older than 5, huddled barefoot against the stone wall, their dresses thin, their hair tangled and wet. One was whispering softly to the other, as if promising something she didn't believe herself. Their lips were blue. Their hands were shaking, ****. Aaron knelt down immediately. Hey, sweethearts, it's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. The older one flinched at his voice, instinctively shielding her sister. His chest broke. That move wasn't from poverty. It was from trauma. Are you alone? He asked gently. The younger one, eyes glassy from cold, looked at him and whispered, barely breathing, "We're not allowed to go back." Those 6 words made the world stop moving. Without hesitation, Aaron scooped them carefully into his arms, their skin like ice against his. He rushed them into his truck, turned the heater to full blast, and wrapped them in his worn mechanic's jacket. They didn't resist. They didn't speak. But the way the older girl's small hand gripped his sleeve, ***, like someone who had run out of chances ***, made Aaron's throat tighten. He looked back at the silent church, the undisturbed snow. No footsteps. No adult. No shadow watching from the dark. This wasn't abandonment. This was escape, ***. He didn't know who they were. He didn't know if he was making a terrible mistake. But as the girls trembled softly beneath his jacket, Aaron knew one thing, ***, he couldn't drive away ***. Not tonight. Not on Christmas Eve. Not when someone had clearly left these children to die. The heater in the small living room hummed faintly as Aaron gently laid the twins on the old brown sofa, its fabric worn from years of use. His house was small, 2 bedrooms, faded curtains, a kitchen barely big enough to turn around in, but it was warm. Safe. It smelled faintly of cinnamon and engine grease. The kind of place that felt alive because someone fought every day to keep it that way. Upstairs, the creak of soft footsteps echoed, followed by a drowsy voice. "Dad?" Jamie, his 6-year-old son, stood at the top of the stairs in dinosaur pajamas, rubbing his eyes. "Is Santa here?" Aaron managed a tired smile. "Not quite, buddy. We have guests." The twins opened their eyes slowly, blinking at the light, like they had forgotten what warmth felt like. Jamie's eyes widened, not in fear, but in the pure, instinctive kindness only children possess. Without hesitation, he ran to his room and returned with his favorite blue blanket, the one with stars that glowed faintly in the dark. "They look cold," he whispered, draping it gently over the younger girl. The little girl stared at him. And for the first time, her lips trembled, not from cold, but from disbelief. Aaron knelt beside them with a glass of warm milk. "Can you tell me your names?" Silence. The older one clutched her sister's hand tighter, her small body rigid, cautious. Aaron softened his voice further. You're safe here. No one will hurt you. The younger twin glanced at the milk, her trembling hands lifting it slowly, as though expecting it to vanish. She drank. Not greedily. But carefully. Like someone who'd been punished before for eating too much. Aaron swallowed the lump in his throat. Hunger was one thing. Fear of food was another. After a long moment, the older girl finally whispered, her voice hoarse, her name is Mia. Aaron smiled gently. Hi, Mia. A pause. And you? The older girl hesitated, then quietly said, Lily **. Mia leaned against Lily's shoulder, fighting sleep. Aaron rose slowly. I'll make something warm to eat. He turned, only to freeze at the sound that followed. Lily's voice, barely audible. We won't stay. We can leave, when he wakes up. Aaron looked back at her slowly. His heartbeat echoed in his ears. Who? He asked quietly. Lily lowered her eyes, her hand tightening protectively around Mia. Her lips moved, but only one word escaped. Him, Aaron didn't ask again. Not yet. He simply nodded once, as if promising something unsaid. Then rest, he said softly, tucking the blanket around them. The twins didn't lie down fully, they curled up sitting upright, as though ready to run, Jamie sat near them on the rug, placing his toy truck nearby silently, as an offering. Outside, snow kept falling. Inside, the warmth slowly returned to their cheeks. But their eyes stayed wide open. Watching. Listening. Afraid, Whatever they had run from. Had not let them go yet. Dawn was still an hour away when Aaron woke with a start, his heart pounding for reasons he couldn't explain. The room was dim, lit only by the soft orange glow of the old heater by the wall. For a moment, he sat there in silence, listening. No sound, except the slow breathing of the children. Lily had fallen asleep at last, still sitting upright with Mia curled into her side, the blue starry blanket wrapped around them both. Jamie had fallen asleep on the rug nearby, one arm draped protectively toward the girls as if his small body could act as a shield. Aaron moved quietly toward the window. And that was when he saw it. Boot prints. Fresh ones, **. Not his. Not random. Leading from the edge of the street, straight to his front porch. A chill far colder than the winter air crawled through his spine. He pulled the curtain shut immediately. Someone had been here. Someone looking. Someone confident enough to walk right up to the front door in the middle of the night. His first instinct was to call the police, but then, Lily's words from earlier echoed back, we can leave when he wakes up, we're not allowed to go back. And that text he had ignored earlier while cooking, just a strange number flashing across his screen before he dismissed it. He grabbed his phone now. One new message. Do not involve the police. He will take them before they reach the station, **. Aaron's blood ran cold. His hand tightened around the phone. Who was this? A warning, or a threat? He turned, eyes darting to the small forms on his couch. And that was when he froze again, because Lily was wide awake, staring at him in the dark. She hadn't made a sound. Didn't flinch. Just looked at him with eyes that knew more fear than any child ever should. He's here, isn't he? Aaron asked quietly. Her tiny nod came like a crack in time. Aaron knelt in front of her, lowering himself to eye level. Lily, he whispered gently, I need you to trust me. Is someone looking for you? Someone dangerous? Her lip trembled, but she didn't cry. Not once. The kind of strength no child should have to learn. Very slowly, she reached into the pocket of her torn dress, and pulled out a crumpled photograph. She held it to her chest at first, uncertain. Aaron didn't push. After a long moment, she placed it in his hand. Two little girls smiling in sunlight. A woman hugging them. A man, shadowed. His hand gripping their shoulders too tightly, asterisk asterisk. And on the back, written in a shaky child's handwriting. If we don't make it, find mommy. Aaron's breath caught in his chest. But before he could say a word, a soft creak echoed from outside the front door. Then another. Slow, deliberate footsteps on the porch. The girls jerked awake in alarm. Mia's small hand instantly reached for Lily's. Lily didn't scream. She just whispered, almost too faint to hear. He found us. Aaron moved instinctively, placing himself between the couch and the front door as the footsteps paused outside, too slow, too confident to belong to a stranger. His pulse thundered in his ears. The bitter morning cold seeped through the cracks of the door, but the silence that followed was worse than noise. Lily clutched Mia tightly, every muscle in her small body rigid, asterisk asterisk not panicked, but prepared asterisk asterisk, like she had rehearsed this moment 100 times. Aaron silently motioned for Jamie to stay back. The little boy obeyed, eyes wide, clutching his toy truck like a weapon far too small for a fight he didn't understand. Another creak. Then, a soft, sharp knock. Not frantic. Not polite. Claiming. Aaron's breath was shallow as he reached for the baseball bat near the shoe rack, just in case. He didn't open the door. Instead, he spoke through it, voice hard. Who is it? Silence. Then, a whisper. Weak. Strained. A woman. Please. Aaron froze. His grip loosened. That wasn't the voice of a predator, that was the voice of someone barely alive. Against every instinct screaming danger, he unlocked the door but kept the chain fastened before opening it slightly. A woman collapsed into view. Blood trailing from her temple. Clothes torn. Breath shallow. And in the last second before she lost consciousness, her eyes found the twins behind Aaron. Relief flooded them. A trembling exhale escaped her lips. Lily. Mia. She slumped forward. Aaron caught her before she hit the ground, bringing her inside. The twins broke, not with screaming, not with confusion, but with silent, shaking sobs of a wound they'd held shut for too long. Lily dropped to her knees beside Aaron as he laid the woman down gently on the rug. Mommy. Mommy, please wake up, Mia whimpered, gripping her mother's sleeve with tiny trembling fists. Aaron's throat burned. The woman's pulse was weak, but alive. Then, she opened her eyes. Barely. Just enough to see Aaron. Her voice was like a ghost exhaling its last prayer. You have her eyes. Aaron blinked, confusion freezing him. She looked at Jamie. Just like you did, when they took you from me. The world tilted. Aaron's breath caught. What did you just say? Her hand, shaking, reached up. Touching his face. Tracing the scar by his jaw. I searched, 29 years, tears gathered in her broken eyes. You were 3 when he stole you from me. Lily and Mia stared at Aaron now. Not like a stranger. Like blood. Like home. Aaron's heartbeat stopped, then restarted violently. The truth hit like thunder. These girls. This woman. This wasn't just someone he saved. This was the family he never knew he'd lost.